Islam, peace, love, and energy, energy, energy. I am Sade Renee L, back at it again with another video. This is a part two. It should have been part one, but for some odd reason, I got kicked out. That's why I was like, what's going on here? So I'm just going to pick up where I left off. I guess that's what happens when you're telling the truth so much. You feel me? I was on fire. I was on fire. It was so hot. It was so hot. They had to kick me out because I'm telling the truth. Truth hurts. All right, so I'm gonna pick up where I left off with the emergency medical procedure. So yeah, they had this weird alleged medical procedure. Once again, my daughter has been in very good care in my, with me. She never had to go to any doctor. She never had the hand and feet disease. She never had, what do you call it? Where they be drinking and it be like a lot of bubble. She never had it. That's why I don't even know the word, but where they get all like the air and stuff, where they get all congested and stuff. She never had nothing. Like, I don't even know these baby diseases because my daughter never had any baby diseases because she was taken care of. Because I'm competent and I'm an herbalist and I know what I'm doing. And whoever Sarah is, she don't know what she's doing. She don't. She need to have her own children and stop stealing babies. That's what she need to do. So under the care of her loving natural mother, Ashe had never had no health issues once again. Instead, she had a natural birth. She was a natural vegetarian and she was learning 3 different languages, standing and saying mama at 3 months. Very happy, energetic, and well-mannered. My daughter always knew how to say please and thank you. She was very well-mannered. She was standing on her own, which is very unheard of. It's like at like 3-4 months, she was definitely saying mama again. I got videos of her saying mama at 3 months, okay? Like sooner than that. And she was learning 3 different languages. I had my daughter learning Mandarin, I had her learned in Espanol, and I had her learning Swahili. Okay. And she was a pure vegetarian, pure vegetarian. So she didn't eat. And I bet you Sarah got my daughter eating meat. I bet you she do. Which is again, it's genocide to my family because we not real big meat eaters. So now you messing with my DNA and my RNA, girl. It's not for you. What's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you. You were taught that in school. That is a natural common sense. Do not take what is not rightfully yours. Like you learned that in kindergarten. Here comes under the imprisonment of Clark County Department of Family Services employees and its cohorts. Ashe has been exposed to foster mom's contact with COVID-19. She has a dry cough. Her skin is drying from stress. She slurs her word and she dazes in the air and she's very confused and she misses her mother. That's a fact. Because every time I used to have my visitations with my daughter, she seemed really drowsy. She'd be like, mama, mama, like really drowsy. I could tell like she was on some type of baby drugs. You feel me? And I never even gave my daughter Tylenol. Like even when she was teething, I used natural remedies. You can use cloves and coconut oil. That helps really great with teething. I never had to give her no baby Advil, no baby Tylenol, nothing. She had natural remedies. Even when she was teething and the cloves and the coconut wouldn't work so good, I would give her bones. My daughter would just sit there and chew on the bone marrow. These are natural, we call them old wives' tales that my family had for many, many years and centuries that works for us. They don't know natural remedies like that. You don't have to give the baby pills. You can give her cloves, coconut oil. It's called coconut pulling. You can get a baby bone marrow. The bone marrow helps with the teething. Okay, my daughter never had any problems. Well, all of a sudden, Sarah got her and she's under Clark County CFS care and she got all these issues going on with her. I never put my daughter on any drugs. Sarah got this girl on drugs, my daughter on drugs. And she had a bad dry cough. Like she always coughing, coughing. Anytime my daughter had any type of cough, guess what? I'm slicing up some lemons. I'm slicing up some limes. She gonna sit there and be like, ooh, for a little bit, and then she'll get into it. I have videos of my daughter eating limes. I have videos of her and then she asking for more because she, you get the shock and you're like, ooh, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, give me some more, give me some more. So that was a natural way to heal her cough. I don't know what Sarah doing. She call herself a teacher. She don't know how to teach nothing. She don't know how to teach nobody nothing because she don't know how to teach herself. She's a bad person. I don't see how she's even working with a school while you're stealing children. Every student that is in her class, they should run to their mama and say, hey, my teacher steals children, specifically Asiatic ones that don't look nothing like her. That's something mental going on with you. You must have a mental disease to want to take someone else's child. Make it make sense. Here comes under the imprisonment of Clark County Family Services. Oh yeah, and again, she had COVID-19. So this Sarah, this European lady who wants to adopt my daughter, was exposed to COVID-19. Man, first of all, I'm not even gonna get into that. But I never in my life had COVID. I had a cough, had a cold, like within this whole COVID-19 stuff. Where? How? I don't see how people get so sick. I don't get sick. How are you getting how are you getting that and then you exposing my daughter to it? You are a dirty person who don't need to be around children. I never caught it. I never nothing. Never had a cough. I never thought I had it. None of that. So why is my daughter with you? You're unhealthy. Okay. You're dirty and you're unhealthy. And this is not me calling the lady names. This is proven. The lady had COVID. That's dirt. Okay. How come I didn't have COVID and they kidnapped me 3 times? I was in the dirtiest place to catch COVID 3 times. I didn't catch it because I am not like that. Again, it's in my DNA. We not built like that. And so my daughter isn't either. My daughter needs to be around people who are like her, not like people who catch COVID. Like, make it make sense. It has also been noted that Stephanie Ann Cgarter is a foster parent, is a member of the foster parent advocacy organization, which proves her bias to remove children from homes and conflict of interest, as I explained in part 1 of the video. For proper remedy to occur in the proper administration and pursuit of justice, it is ordered that alleged respondent Sade Renee L. in proper persona sui juris, beneficiary authorized representative ex relaton Sade Kellogg Tharp and Legis respondent has alleged parental rights be fully restored. Because again, you can't take something that never was yours. Property Ashe Divine L is her heir, her daughter, ex relaton Ashe Divine Kellogg Tharp. The minor and legis subject is to be returned home to the natural mother. You have 3 business days from the time of certified mailing receipt, and it says a number, to release or respond. Failure to respond will stand as admission of guilt on behalf of Stephanie Ann Cgarter and the 8th Judicial Family Court Department. Why? Prosecution to the fullest degree, personal and professional, to the fullest extent of law. As God is my witness, this corruption ends now in Jesus' name. Seriously. It is also ordered that these human trafficking, human rights violations, color law occurrences will be reported to the proper federal agencies regarding this Clark County company and its employees, which I do currently have a federal lawsuit pending. Well, I have a federal lawsuit right now. You guys can look it up too. Just look up Sade Renee L. versus Cgarter. It's public information. So yeah, they're getting sued. And I'm going to restart my torts too. So, don't get too comfortable. That's all I'm saying. Don't get too comfortable. Okay. And I'm not a bad person. I come in love. I come in peace. I just demand my justice. Like this never should have had to taken this far. Once that you saw that I was competent mother and you had no proof or evidence that I ever abused my child, I don't, why move forward? Oh, you move forward because for financial gain. Okay. Well, this financial gain, you're going to learn that all money is not good money. Okay. It's fake anyway. It's fiat. It's not even backed up by gold or silver. But I was always taught at a young age, all money ain't good money. Like you just don't, like it's certain levels and rules to this. Like you don't rob old ladies. You don't rob mothers with children. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all some dirty thieves. Okay. Like it was certain foundations. Like y'all do dirty stuff. And then again, I didn't take an oath. You took an oath. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. Like, so you broke your oath. That's the point. So this is on you. I did absolutely nothing wrong. All I'm doing is fighting back what's rightfully mine. And I shouldn't even have to be doing all this. Again, she's mine. She belongs to me. That's like me walking down the street, minding my own business, and somebody come and grab my purse and start running. And then they be like, all right, you want your purse back? Give me $50. Like, what? Nah, I'm about to fight you for my purse back. I'm not giving you nothing. Give my purse back. You never should have took it. What are you talking about? That's common sense, people. Like, when did common sense become so uncommon? Make it make sense. And so this is to the side. So I'm gonna lean to the side a little bit. As you can see, this is attachment A of all the parties. There's way more parties involved, but these are the parties that I'm addressing right now. And then these are the list of offenses. Over 50 affidavits and writs from natural mother have been sent. Wait, excuse me. It says over 50 affidavits and writs sent from natural mother, me, never rebutted stands as proof of human trafficking by way of silence/acquiescence. And notice, this document is to be filed with acting as clerk of court, Steve Gerson, Sade Renee L., all rights reserved in proper persona, authorized beneficiary Sade Kellogg Tharp, all rights reserved, Ashe Divine Kellogg Tharp, ins ligas, Ashe Divine L., in proper persona. For the record, once again, just in case y'all don't know neither, for the record, I am Sade Renee L., natural mother, not to be confused with Sade Kellogg Tharp, ins legacy, and not to be confused with AKA. So stop putting AKA, because there's no AKA about me. I am who I say I am. I'm a woman. You can't tell me I'm a man. I'm not even gonna argue with you that I'm a man, because I know I'm a woman. So I'm not even gonna argue with you that I'm Sade Kellogg Tharp, because I know I'm Sade Renee L. Like, common sense. I am in proper persona, not pro se status, neither. Like, stop twisting my words, because it's never nowhere on my document that I said I am in pro se. I never said that. I always say I am in proper persona. So stop putting that on my paperwork, because I didn't say that. So you're lying. Okay. And again, I got proof. So stop lying. I do not consent to involuntary servitude, me or my heir, or my daughter, or my property. That's in the preamble of Nevada Constitution. Involuntary servitude is not permitted. So you're breaking your own policies. List of offenses. As you can see here, these are all the list of offenses. And this is a short list, okay? This is a very short list, because they've pretty much violated every law that you can create or think of. So this is just a short list. Screenshot it if you want to take a look. Examples. And so, for example, I electronically had this filed, as you can see, 811. So these are just an examples of all the affidavits and writs that I have sent thus far that have not been rebutted or responded, which once again is guilt by way of acquiescence. These are professionals. They get quote unquote paid. My document has the same full faith and credit as any other document. I don't file motions. I'm sending you an affidavit and I'm sending you a rent, not asking you. I'm telling you there's a difference, okay? I know who I am, and it's my natural birthright. Can't be sold, transferred. This is repetitive, but I'm gonna keep telling you this, because for some odd reason, it doesn't seem to click with many people. So as you can see, this was the affidavit, a petition to deny the motion. They had sent a motion to terminate parental rights. So I rebut it. And as you can see, once again, I do rebut line for line. This was filed, as you can clearly see, 324, 2, 3, 4, in perfect synchronicity. It has been written. As you can see, so I'm just scrolling down all of this, and no, I'm not worried about this. I don't even reside. I actually domicile in my body, if you guys were trying to figure out where I'm at. I live in my body. Okay. So as you can see, this is just now. It has been certified. They definitely received it. Again, look this up. They got it. Okay. They got it. Again, notice this document was written and created July 15th. This document was filed to the clerk of court July 20th. So what they do with my paperwork also, what this line is pretty much stating the fact that they'll mail me, they'll date something, but then not mail it. So they'll put, like, say, for example, 10-1 and say, hey, you have 14 days to respond. But then they won't mail it until, like, let's say 10-7. And so that only cuts me 7 days to respond, which is nothing. I could do this. I could do this overnight. Okay. I do this in my sleep. As much paperwork as I do. Okay. I'm typing. Okay. But the moral of the story is, you said it was sent on the 1st, but that's a lie. It wasn't sent until the 7th. So that's why I had to put here in line 8 the fact that, hey, they're also playing with mail. That's why when I said the list of offenses, when you name it, you can name any offense, they violated it. Because now we're moving over on mail fraud. Not only mail fraud because they keep addressing Sade Kellogg Tharp. That's not me. That's mail fraud. I can't even open that. Well, I'm the authorized beneficiary, but I'm just saying, like, that's not me. So you're addressing this document to the wrong person. If they send me something in the mail right now, to the PO box and it says John Doe on it, I'm not gonna open it because I'm not John Doe. Right? Right? Make it make sense, y'all. Denied motion to terminate parental rights. Line 16, acting as under color of law, the Clark County Department of Family Services, acting as Stephanie Richards, Stephen B Wolfson. So pretty much this is me just rebutting back to all their lines. Denied memorandum of points and authorities. Actions can only be governed by the people, as stated in the Constitution of the state of Nevada. See Article 1, Section 20, Nevada Revised Statutes, Chapter 432 and 128, has no authority and is without mercy. Justice without mercy is godless and therefore repugnant to the United States Constitution. A judicial court has kidnapped the minor and has not proven on record any jurisdiction. So if you want to set to simple stuff like, they don't even have jurisdiction. Like, how do we even get past that? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And line 6 right here, Ashe Kellogg Tharp was born August 8, 2019 during a home birth. And the order to create a U.S. birth certificate bond at California Republic is denied due to Ashe L having a natural birth being as a Moorish live record of birth and a living family holy Bible and live birth record. So pretty much I'm stating the fact that I had a home birth. I personally never autographed a birth certificate. A birth certificate is a form of a human trafficking instrument, which I clearly know. Why would anybody want to sign something that says, hey, yeah, you can human traffic me? Yeah, sure. Here you go. No, that was not an option for me. So I never autographed, signed connotatively a U.S. birth certificate. I registered her birth as in my family Bible, which when I scroll down, I'll show you. So my family Bible is a living Bible, and you can look this up. This is how people, before birth certificates ever existed in the before the 1920s, people used to have their family history in their Bibles. So in the back of my Bible, we have my grandparents, we have me, my mom, my aunties, all of them, and then we have Ashe. So that's how I put her. Like, she don't need no birth certificate. She don't need no social security. Like, what does she need a social security for? Like, she not doing no business, little freak. So she don't need none of that. But CFS has went behind my back and created one. I don't know who signed for it or all of that. The show wasn't me. So they're getting bonds after bonds after bonds. Like, they are making profit off my baby. Off my baby. They stole the baby just to get profit off of her, because it's clearly not to help her or her well-being. Because if it was, they wouldn't be having medical emergency procedures. And if it was, they would have brought her back to her natural mother, which clearly CFS statement says is their goal. So what happened in my case? Oh yeah, fraud and fiat. That's what it is. That's all they care about is fiat. So we have here 9, conspiracy to interfere. As USC 42, 1985, if 2 or more persons in any state or territory conspire for the purpose of depriving either directly or indirectly any person's rights to a party, or injured or deprived, may have any action for recovery damages against any one or more of the conspirators. So again, we have CFS, all their employees. We have Nicholas Eason, we have Michelle Pelino, we have Shalonda Adams, we have Tisha Evans, we have Dydia Garcia, all conspired against me and my daughter. Like, definitely did their best to alienate mother and daughter relationship. Fraud. Check this out. The right to be let alone is the most comprehensive right and the most valued by civilized men. To protect that right, every unjustifiable intrusion by the government upon the privacy of the individual, whatever the means employed, must be deemed a violation of the 4th Amendment. That's Olmstead versus U.S. Now check this out. Bill of Rights Amendment 10. The power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited to its states. So United States and the United States and the little states under it. Okay. United States and the little states under it. So the United States and the little states under it It's prohibited. Prohibited. All the little states under it. No. Are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. The people. We the people. You the people, me the people, we the people. Okay? Belongs to us, not them. Us. Again, just for clarity purposes, this agency has no authority to make a ruling or judgment on the people, primarily Sade Renee L, without the people's consent. I'm not in contract with CFS. I'm not in contract with 8th Judicial. I've never signed anything and say, hey, let's contract together. There's no contract. I did not consent. Also, I said, get my daughter back. I didn't say y'all could take her. I didn't consent. Where are we at? Every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature, God's law, divine law. He is not bound by any institutions formed by his fellow men without his consent. I'm not bound to CFS rules and regulations. Who said there are actors and agents, and they're very bad actors and agents as well, may I add. Like, I don't know where, in order for you to qualify to be a CFS worker, you must be an idiot. Oh, you just put idiot on your resume, you're hired. Because these people are idiots. Like, what? Common law is the law of the land, treaty, supreme law, like all of that. Everything supersedes their laws, all these fake state statutes and codes. A statute is exactly what it is. A statute, a code is exactly what it is. A code, a law is exactly what it is. A law, okay? They're trying to charge the ens legis with these 432 neglect codes. That don't apply to me. That's codes for them, not me. That's not even a law. Make it make sense. And again, line 16, neglect has never been proven. CFS and its agents have also denied due process, never proved. They never even proved jurisdiction, and they never even proved that I ever neglected my daughter, because I didn't. Not a scratch, not a mark, not a bump. If she had one little pimple, I was bringing out the witch hazel, okay? She never had anything on her but health and wealth and longevity and love. 17, if any statement within a law which is passed is unconstitutional, the whole law is unconstitutional. The statutes that would deprive a citizen of the rights of the person or property without a regular trial according to the course or uses of common law would not be the law of the land. That's Hokie versus Henderson. And I know we get kind of funny with the citizen word. I'm not going to touch on that now. If it does, please provide for the record where mother has been convicted. I've never been convicted of child abuse or this alleged DUI. If I was convicted for child abuse, I should be in jail. Okay? If I ever picked up a baby and said, you should be in jail. This shouldn't even be an option for me to get her back. I should be in jail if I ever abused her. Like, make it make sense. Because I never abused her. And I never was convicted for a DUI because I never was drinking and driving. They act like I was rolling down the street smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. First of all, I was parked, literally parked. I'm parked in my conveyance, charging my phone, minding my own business. Real. Policy enforcers, excuse me, ma'am. Like, what's up? Like, what do you want? Like, why are you bothering me? And it just went, it was a traffic stop gone wrong. It was just a basic traffic stop. And it wasn't even a traffic stop because, again, I was parked in a major parking lot, just charging my phone, minding my business, okay? Until I was harassed by the policy enforcers. I'm on their ass too. I'm gonna do another video. I know I keep saying I'm gonna do another video, but I am. And I'm gonna show you a video on my federal lawsuit. And when I get to the video, I'm just stretching right now. When I get to the video on my federal lawsuit, it'll go more in depth as far as the night of her kidnapping, what happened. But I'm gonna just stick, but again, we're gonna get there, but focus on baby for now. So I'm gonna scroll down. I'm not gonna read this document in entirety, but I just wanna point out some key points. Even line 6, the movement of this motion has continued to deny friends and families by way of consanguinity to take guardianship and provide home to Ashe Divine L. Mother has proof of several attempts to get her offspring with friends and family. So once again, I keep trying to, all right, if y'all don't want to give her back to me as I continue to fight you legally, at least give her to my friends or my family, someone of kin and consanguinity. Why give her to Sarah, this white lady who knows nothing about my culture? Oh, because you want to attempt this attempted genocide to my family. Oh, okay. Retaliation. Oh, okay. It makes sense because you don't like me. You want to hurt me. Oh, okay. I get it. That's what people do. Okay. But again, you're at work. This is your job. I don't know you. We're not friends. It's not like we in high school and I stole your boyfriend. Now all of a sudden you going around telling the school rumors about me. Like that's what y'all doing. Y'all childish. This reminds me of high school. Like, you know, you wrong. You know, I never abused my baby. So why are you moving forward? Like, make it make sense. Oh, because I'm fighting back because you're not used to mothers fighting back. Because you're not used to mothers saying, hey, right is right, wrong is wrong. Because you just used to mothers doing what you tell them to do. No. I work on my own to the horn, okay? I am my own independent person. I am Sade Renee Ill. Ain't nobody never got to tell me what to do because I know what I do, okay? I run this over here. Don't nobody run this but me, okay? For the record. So again, it also shows here the conspiracy against rights, 18 USC 242. It shows here in line 9 how Ashe Divine L is a more American and she is protected by the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1836 between the United States and the North America and the American Empire. That is a big fact, okay? And coming to that, a state cannot refuse to give foreign nationals their treaty rights because of fear that international agreements may possibly not work to the satisfaction of the state authorities. And under the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution, Article 6, Clause 2, state policies as to the rights of aliens to inherit must give way to overriding federal treaties and conflicting arrangements. I talk a little fast, just keep up. Okay? I talk a little fast, just keep up. So as you can see, still going down, line 10, falsified commencement of the case. Please provide for the record and on the record, the party in which had a concern of the mother's alleged alcohol abuse. For the record, please provide any evidence of proof of the mother being arrested for a DUI and convicted for DUI. The department continues to falsify documents. They just going off third-party hearsay. They lie on reports, no proof of evidence, no sworn affidavits, no supporting evidence, no claims. This is straight treason, okay? And for the record, I don't even drink. So I don't see how you want to make me as this whole big old alcoholic. Like, I don't even drink. I don't drink beer. I don't drink wine. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink. So how I become this drunk, but I don't even drink? Make it make sense. Make that make sense, first of all. I don't even drink. Like, I drink water, alkaline, okay? Matter of fact, let me take a sip. But I don't even drink. So how the fuck I'm supposed to be an alcoholic and I don't even drink? Make it make sense. Like, it's the lies for me. They be lying. That's a big lie because I don't even drink. So how am I supposed to be a drunk if I don't drink? Make that make sense. They want everybody to be on drugs. I'm not on no type of drugs, alcohol. Like, what are you talking about? Make it make sense. So pretty much I just denied the case plan. Ashe Divine L has presently been held hostage as a prize and deprived of her liberty under color of state law within purview of the plausible 14th Amendment, contrary to violation of the supreme law of the land, Article 6, Clause 2 of the Constitution for the United States Republic of North America. And once again, repetitive, but I'm going to repeat, the right to be let alone, the most comprehensive right and the right most valued by civilized men. To protect this right, every unjustified intrusion of the government by the government, privacy of the individual, whatever that means employed, must be deemed a violation of the Fourth Amendment. So they have clearly violated my Fourth Amendment because I told them to leave me alone and they kept moving forward. And they still won't leave me alone because I'm still like, where's my baby? Bring her back home. She belongs with me. Ooh, claim not proven. Once again, produced for the record, the mother's excessive alcohol usage, which again, they'll never be able to prove because I don't drink. They gonna have to make that shit up too. Produce for the record your evidence that Sade is an unfit parent. Produce that, like produce for the record where I've ever been unfit. Because I have never been an unfit mother. Like unfit and mother Sade, those don't even go in the same sentence. Like they don't even know. That's not even an option. So I'm just thinking to myself, where do they come up with this stuff? They just be making stuff up. And I'm trying to show you too, like this video. Again, when Ashe was, I want to say roughly about, I want to say 3 months, but really I think she was like a solid 2. I think she was like 2 months.
Say mama. Say mama. Oh, there you go, mama, baby.
So you see, like again, she was saying mama at 2-3 months. Like make that make sense. Again, she was nothing but a happy baby. Learning her Chinese. Watch. There you go. Like for real, like they just lie. Where do you see abuse, neglect, anything? My baby was saying mama, she was standing on her own. Like I got so many videos, y'all. It's ridiculous of all these, all these, where are we at? Right here. Come this way. All these videos, y'all, of my beautiful daughter being well taken care of, learning her Spanish, standing on her own, being happy around mama. Like, come on now. Like they just lie. It's the lies for me. I got all the proof in the world that I'm a great mother. They have absolutely no proof that I'm an unfit mother, yet alone they stole the baby. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? They gotta stop. This gotta stop, y'all. This gotta stop. All right, number 8 too. It's like, where do you get your authority from? Is there a contract between Sade, Renee L, and Proper Persona, and Sade Kellogg Tharp, Nam DeGear? If so, produce it. Like no man shall be deprived of his property without being heard in his own defense. So this is my defense. So I'm telling you guys, and then you're just not going to respond. That's unlawful. It's illegal, and again, it breaks your own oath. It's fraud. It's guilt by way of acquiescence. Again, just scrolling down. If you'd like to, you could take a screenshot or pause the video if you guys want to read it. I'm not necessarily going to go through everything. This document alone was about 13 pages. Also conspiracy to interfere with civil rights. CFS continues to deny God's law, which is the law of the land. Like by God's law, I produced a child, it's my child, the child should be with natural mother. That's God's law. Like I'm not nobody incubator. Okay. I'm not here to produce children for y'all. Okay. The children that I have are for me because it belongs to me. Okay. I'm not nobody incubator. For the record. Okay, and again, here at 21, Ashe is at risk of injury in foster home. So check me out. I put on line 21, Ashe is at risk of injury at foster home. Once again, this letter was dated 8/11. So 8/11, I told them that my daughter was at risk of being harmed at her foster home. 12/22, she needed an emergency medical procedure. So again, didn't I say that? So I had told them January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I told them in August that my daughter was at risk with this lady, Sarah. In December, my daughter had to have a medical emergency treatment because she got hurt under Sarah's care. See, that's what I'm saying. And y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. I'm dead ass serious. My daughter is not safe right now. She needs to be home with her mother. Sarah, this Albion lady, do not know how to take care of children. I don't even know how she still has a job teaching. I should report her job. Where are we at? So yeah, where are we at? 21, Ashe is at risk of injury at foster home. During Zoom meetings, Ashe displayed behavioral issues with mother throwing fruit, excessive crying, obvious sadness, and body language. Foster home has several large canines that put Ashe at risk due to family history. So once again, I'm telling them, because even when we was doing our Zoom meetings, like I'd be like, hey baby, like I should be eating, and I'd be like, all right, eat your vegetables. I should eat. Be like, see, like this, see, I make it fun for him, like eat your food, eat your greens, eat your greens. So I'm like trying to make it exciting for her to eat these vegetables and stuff. But then I say, she's trying to grab me, and like, we're video conferencing. I could tell, like, she's like, come here, mama, like, and she's like, come here. And then I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. It's a video. I can't touch you. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell she's getting frustrated, and then she's throwing tantrums. She's throwing her food around. She start playing with her food. I'm like, Ashay, baby, no food. Don't play with your food. Don't play with your phone. Eat. And so I could tell, like, she's acting out. That's the word. So she's acting out, of course. I mean, as this is natural, that's common for her to act out. She wants her mother. So Ashay is acting out, like then she would just get on the, then when she tried to reach for me, she couldn't get me. And then she just started crying. Man, then I start crying. And then you could just tell, like, it's obvious sadness in her body language. Like, you could just tell. So, and then again, the lady does have large canines, and I have a family history of canines not doing good with people in my family. So again, we don't do large canines in our family, and if we do, there's certain types of canines, which again, it's just genocide to my family, because if she's with me, she's with me. She's protected. None of this ever has to come up. All right, so moving right along, had a little moment, but I'm back at it again. The court and its agents and its agencies members have no consent. Like, I, again, did not consent to any involuntary servitude. My daughter didn't. She never even had a U.S. birth certificate to even, be considered, in their jurisdiction. She was never in their jurisdiction, but definitely considering she didn't have a birth certificate. And again, I'm already nationalized, so she is who her mother is. Again, the court's line 4, the courts and its member have not provided any proof of injury. Okay. All right, it kicked me out, but I think I'm back in. Hopefully I don't have to do a part 3, because it just kicked me out, but I think I can go right back in and continue. So I'm gonna try. Back at it again. All right, back at it again. All right, so 18 USC engages in misleading conduct, whoever knowingly uses intimidation, threatens, corruptly persuades another person, or attempts to do so, or engages in misleading contact toward or another person with intent, influence, delay, or prevent testimony of any person in an official proceeding, cause or induce any person withhold testimony or withhold a record, document, or other object or official proceeding, alter, destroy, mutilate, or conceal any object with intent, impair the object's integrity or availability, use in official proceeding, evade legal process, summoning that person to appear as a witness or produce record, document, or other object, official proceeding, be absent from official proceeding to which such person has been summoned by legal process or hinder, delay to prevent the communication of law enforcement officer or judge or the United States or information related to the commission of the possible commission of federal offense, a violation, condition, or probation, supervised release, parole, or release in pending judicial proceeding shall be fined under this title or imprisoned no more than 20 years or both. I talk really fast, just keep up. So again, engaging in misleading conduct, because, like, again, they start playing with my visits when, I didn't eat their crow. When I kept fighting back with affidavits, they would threaten to remove my visits. They would threaten me when I had my family members reach out to them. They would, last time I saw my daughter, they literally ripped her out my hands. It was at visitation, because I brought my daughter gifts. I brought my daughter some new clothes, and I brought her some new toys. So the thing is, when I was at the visitation center, you could tell some of them maybe, needed CFS, because again, CFS is here to help mothers who actually do unfortunately have these issues, maybe where they're unable to protect and take care of their children. So I would say it's an organization that is needed, but just not needed for me. So there were parents probably there who, maybe beat their baby or beat the child, maybe snap one day and beat the child, or I knew a mother in there. Well, I didn't know her, but I used to see her all the time. Like she, unfortunately, her daughter had broke her wrist or her leg, and it was because she wasn't watching her properly. And she took responsibility. She just wasn't watching her, and so our daughter, you know what I'm saying. But it's I still don't think CCS should have took her child. But anyways, like she actually like these were people who actually quote unquote messed up. Again, I did not do nothing. I was literally in my car minding my business, and it was just a traffic stop gone wrong. They allegedly arrested me for a DUI. And once I got arrested, they took the baby. Once I got out, I've been trying to get the baby ever since, and they just won't get a baby back. And I'm still not charged with this alleged DUI. So again, I did nothing wrong. But there were parents in there who, I'm saying, might have made a little mistake, and they're given the opportunity to get better, whether they were on drugs, whether they were maybe in an abusive relationship, but they personally needed time and assistance while they get themselves together to have somebody watch over their child. Okay, I never needed that. I've always been stable. I've always been secure. I've always been competent. I've always been well erudited. Like I've always got straight A's in school. Okay, I got a full paid college scholarship once again to North Carolina State, not only for track, because I also had good grades. Like you had to have a certain level of GPA. Like I've been on honor roll half my life. Like what? Like wait, what? I've never been strung out on drugs. I've never been touched as a child. I came from a great family. I was raised by my grandparents. My grandparents was married over 67 years. I grew up in a two-home household. My grandparents never argued. We had foundations. We went to church 3 times a week. We had family meals every day where we sat at the table together and ate. Like I grew up with a foundation. Like, so why y'all want to rob me of having a foundation for my daughter? Jealous much? Especially Stephanie Ann Cgarter. She can't even have her own children. She got to adopt. So just going down, scrolling down. Let's say Higgins versus there is no discretion to ignore a lack of jurisdiction. Like if I'm telling you you have no jurisdiction and I'm giving you a quo warranto and I'm placing it on record, you need to prove jurisdiction. You need to prove jurisdiction and state it on record, which still has not been proven. Because guess what? You don't have jurisdiction. You can never have jurisdiction over free national people. It's not a possibility. That's like you telling me 2 + 2 is 5. I mean, maybe on some planet it might be, but where I'm at, how my common sense activates, 2 + 2 is 4, baby. Like, stop playing with me. Let's see. Number 5, you are ordered to immediately return the property. 6, due to proven fraud, it is ordered that you shall immediately release and return Ashe Divine L to her divine creator, Sade Renee L. And sovereignty itself is, of course, not subject to law, for it is the author and source of law. That's Yick versus Hopkins. And throwing some Bible verses for them, because Jesus is justice. Galatians 5:13-14. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to thee, flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thy love thyself. And for the record, you know what? It took me a while, but I do forgive every party that is involved. I honestly do forgive you guys when it comes to Nicholas Eason, when it comes to Stephanie Ann Cgarter, Richard, all of you guys. I actually have had to find in my heart to forgive you. And I don't hate you. I don't hate no one. You would think, all the parties involved with the kidnapping and stealing of my daughter, I would have some type of hate or vengeance in my heart. I don't, because I operate on these 5 principles right here: love, truth, peace, justice, and freedom. Okay. And it's just not in my heart. I've never been that type of person. You guys have definitely hurt me. You've tried your best to destroy me. I'll give you that. You've tried. It's failed, but you guys did try. But it's just the way I'm set up. I don't hate you. I just want my daughter back. You guys will definitely pay for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still will be penalized, for the destruction, you know what I'm saying? And it don't even have to come from me again. I'm not fit to go out there and do nothing harmful to nobody. Okay. I live in peace and harmony. Karma gonna take care of you. The universe, the ancestors, those the people you need to be worried for. And karma comes in way many different forms. I mean, you might be healthy now and tomorrow find out you have cancer. Who knows? I don't wish nothing on you. I just place it in the hands of who's going to take care of it. Whatever they're going to do with you, they're going to do it. Because I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to spend my energy fighting nobody. I fight, do paperwork, okay? And again, I'm not defaming no one's character because everything that I've expressed about these people is my firsthand knowledge, is my firsthand experience with these people. Again, Sarah's a dirty person because that's dirty for you to want to steal someone else's child. That's how I speak. Like, that's dirty. If there was a dirty Moor, I'd be like, that's a dirty Moor. I don't hang around that Moor. That Moor is only in it for this, this, and this. Okay, there's principles. And again, this is a natural birthright. Natural birthright. Natural birthright. You don't need, it don't matter who you are or what you are. You could be Asiatic or European. You still have a natural birthright to produce a child and be with that child. I don't care what you look like. That's your natural right. Even animals know that. I could be a damn lion and know that that's my child. And if another lion tried to come over here and take my child, bro, it's like, what's up? It's gonna be a problem. Like, what's yours is yours, what's mine is mine. That's that simple. Sade Renee L is the divine creator, the mother of Ashe Divine L, and she is endowed with unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These are common things, though. Again, I didn't hurt nobody. It is ordered. So show you also the legal notice. So this is what I had sent. This was sent August 6, 2020. So again, I'm just sending them proof of the things that have already been sent. She was kidnapped 6/28. By July, I was sending in proper documents, proclamations, declarations, affidavits, quo warrantos, writs, all of that, all of the above. And August 8th, they got her legal notice, affirmation of fact, declaration of ex-relatome, because again, they want to put her as Ashe Divine Kellogg Tharp in all capital letters. That's not her. She's Ashe Divine L. I've been telling y'all that since August the 6th of 2020, and I got proof. Scrolling down, again, certified, proof. Notarized. I have notarized documents, August 11th, where I had sent in please see attached affidavit of fact, petition to deny motion, 12 pages, petition for adult name change, all of that. And you know, different Moors have different procedures, so we're not going to talk about the name changes and ethnicity and race identification, but they have been done. Affidavit of fact, ethnicity and race identification, also CC to the appropriate party, again, notarized. Verification, sent, verification, sent. See, and you see where they keep putting this, and then, you know, I did the green cards where they mail them back. So I already know, so I know that they're getting them because they're mailing them back to me, okay? And then they're going to put AKA Sade Renee L. Do you see anywhere on my documents that said AKA I am? No. So why do they, that's fraud. So now the clerk, I got to get on her ass because the clerk of court need to be held accountable for that too. I don't know who told her to put AKA, but you shouldn't be listening to people. You should follow what you signed up for. When you signed up, you're like, okay, I can't do this, I can't do this. And if someone says do this, I can't do it, stick to that because they're gonna get you in trouble. They're gonna get your ass locked up, Miss Clerk. For real. For real. You can see like this stuff goes dated back, y'all. I've been putting on paperwork after paperwork. Continue. CFS Las Vegas is committing human trafficking for incentives and bonus payouts. And so I'm gonna show you how they're getting paid, y'all. So for example, again, I electronically filed this late 11/10/2021. And this was again, another affidavit demanding the return of my daughter, my property, my offspring, Ashe. And see, if they want to play with property, I already told you to return the child. And that was a year before I said property. Once again, I Sade Renee L, proper persona sui juris as the people, one of the people. If you guys are familiar with Dave, what's his name? Dave, he on YouTube, but he does a lot of things with We the People and fighting for your children and stuff like that. Dave, but this is actually his Dave Cares on YouTube. He does a lot of CPS stuff. Can y'all see it? But anyways, he had reached out to me. This is actually one of his affidavits that he assisted me with. And it I like Dave's point because he pointed out the fact that, well, clearly no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process. Again, I'm going to repeat that over and over and over. But the main thing is this highlighted in yellow. The liberty and interest of the parents' care, custody, and control of their children is perhaps the oldest and fundamental liberty interest recognized by the courts more than 75 years ago, Meyer versus Nebraska. We held that liberty protected by the due process clause includes the right of the parents to establish a home and bring up the children, to control the education of their own. 2 years later in Pierce, we again held that the liberty of the parent guardian includes the rights to direct the upbringing and education of their children under their control. We explained that in Pierce, the child is not the mere creature of the state. Okay, I'll repeat, the child is not the mere creature of the state. Those who nurture him and direct his destiny have the right, coupled with high duty, to recognize and prepare for him additional obligations. We return to the subject, Prince versus Massachusetts, and again confirmed that there is a constitutional dimension to the right of the parents to direct the upbringing of their children. It is cardinal with us that the custody, care, and nurture of the child resides first in the parents whose primary function and freedom include preparations for and obligations that state neither can supply nor hinder. Emphasis added. Now, this is the main thing. The Social Security Act 1935, 1101, 6D, CFS creation law. Nothing in this act shall be construed as authorizing any federal official, agent, or representative in carrying out any provisions in this act to take charge of any child over the objection of either parents of such child. Objection. I've made several objections. No. So I've objected, but they continue to move forward. And it shows here that their agreement for Title IV with the CFS Las Vegas also gives them a gross conflict of interest as an agency and makes their hands unclean. The Supreme Court tells state governments can interfere with these rights and can't provide what parents can. Yet CFS feels empowered to be able to take a child with no jury, which is mandatory based on the Nevada Constitution, before removing any liberty, as shown in authorities above. And as a government agency, corporation, private entity for the profit, it's my wish, demand, and requirement that they provide me with the constitutional grants of authorities that give them the power to take children away from parents, preventing their care, custody, and control. Okay? And again, they had 3 days. 11, 10, 21. Y'all think they responded? They didn't. It's been over 3 days. It's been over 3 months. Guilt by acquiescence. And it clearly shows here, and this is on their website. The Clark County Department of Family Services is participating in Title 4E federal waiver, which allowed them to provide their DFS families with services that weren't previously available to them. So again, they can only receive this right here. They can only receive the title for funds under this agreement. Nothing in this act shall be construed as an authorizing any federal agent or representative in carrying out any of the provisions in this act to take any child over the objection of either parents of such child. I objected. So, but they're getting funding. So clearly that's fraud. These people just love telling on themselves. And it's right here. Like I literally have a picture with you having your hand in a cookie jar. And you like this. And you're gonna try to tell me that you didn't steal the cookie. Just give me my cookies back, bro. Please stop playing with me, because this is really, like, again, it's not even funny. Stephanie Ann Cgarter has broken her oath of office. I have firsthand knowledge of Stephanie Ann Cgarter breaking the law, which makes her an outlaw, a lawbreaker. Check it out. Anybody who breaks the law is a lawbreaker. Anybody who breaks the law is an outlaw. And I'm not being funny. I'm being dead ass serious. And this is her oath. Stephanie Charter took an oath, bro. And the cool part about it, she took an oath January 4th, 2021. She literally just became acting as judge. Literally. Because my daughter got kidnapped 6/28 of 2020. 6/28 of 2020. And then 6 months later, this lady became a judge, acting as. I'm like, she just became an acting as judge, and on one of her first cases, she decided to break her oath. I'm like, she didn't even put a year in before she broke her oath. That lady is fraud. And she's married to a man who fraud too. Again, I did a dossier on her. I need to start doing my videos on my dossiers, y'all. I searched this lady. This lady is married to somebody who's fraud. They be bouncing off each other's cases. Like, he's like the person who gets the children and then it goes to her department and then she steals the children. They have like some type of Ponzi scheme going on. I got to go back to my dossier, but I promise you they're fraud, her and her husband. He lucky I ain't on his ass yet, but I'm going to have to snitch on him pretty soon because he married a fraud. Yeah, if you go to the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. So if they laying in bed together, they both fraud. Okay, I'm just saying. So that's Stephanie's oath. This was September 15th, another affidavit that I had sent in regards to, oh, my back, y'all. In regards to the fraud, writ of motion to dismiss. I hereby swear that these statements hereon are truthful, factual, sworn testimony before God. As I stated, I am Sade Renee L. Sujuris attest to the special appearance September 14th when arriving acting as Family Court Division. Okay, so this was the one where I had made my special appearance and she kicked me out. Like every time I hate to say defend myself because that's not the correct choice of words. Because again, you can't tell me I'm a man. It's like me, I know I'm a woman. I know I'm a female. It's like, why am I here arguing with you? I'm a man. So it's like, why am I even defending this? Is that even a defense? Like, I'm literally just telling you what it is. Like, I'm telling you, give me back my baby she don't belong to, and she want to argue it. I'm not here to argue, lady. Give me back my baby. I'm a woman, not a man. What part of that don't you understand? So I also told the bailiff to arrest her because you know Tim Moores is one bailiff. That's a whole nother video. So y'all can screenshot if you want it. I kind of don't want to go into it. It's a bit of PTSD, but I like these parts. Let's read some case law. The rights of parents to the care, custody, and nurture of their children is of such character that it cannot be denied without violating these fundamental principles of liberty and justice, which lie at the base of all of our civil and political institutions, and such right is fundamental right protected by this amendment first and amendments 5 and 9th. That's Doe versus Irwin. No bond is more precious and none should ever, excuse me, I'm gonna repeat this because I really do like this one. Love, actually. No bond is more precious and none should be more zealous protected by the law as the common bond between parent and child. Big fat. Carson versus Elroy. Again, please note that there is no contract between Sade Renee L and a judicial family court and or child family services. If there is any contract, it is currently null and void. This is not a court of law nor a constitution, only a kangaroo court. A tribunal for the DCSF CFS. I will immediately appeal to the United States Supreme Court. And anything you do beyond this point, I will prosecute to the full extent of the law. As God is my witness, this corruption stops now. And I meant what I said because we're still moving forward. I'm still appealing. This is still going. This is still going. Okay. This is going to be going. Even when I get my daughter back, y'all still getting prosecuted. Again, I love you and I forgive you, but you're still going to be prosecuted. Okay. I still love you. I love everybody, even my quote unquote enemies, if I had any. They're still love. I love everybody. Love is in the air. I can feel it all around. Oh yeah. All right, scrolling down. Stephanie Ann Cgarter, she's been 42222 and before that, but you could have 422 because I sent this so many times. But here's one that was sent on 422, but there were several sent beforehand. Quo warranto, she must produce for the record The jurisdiction, as all government entities and all alleged private corporations must be a creature of the American Constitution. This is a formal request and command for Regional Justice Center and/or Stephanie Ann Charter to produce for the record and physical documented delegated of authority as proof of jurisdiction as required by law per Article 3, Section 1 of the United States Republic Constitution. Now, she already knows that she's not an Article 3, Section 1 judge, so she cannot produce it. But I mean, they'll never be able to produce it. Unless you're Supreme, you got to be Article 3. None of these, they're all actors and agents. None of them have authority. They're all actors. They will never be able to produce this. I got to be Supreme somewhere. Maybe even that. I don't even think Supreme. Like, I'm still, what? Talk to somebody who's not nationalized, okay? Who's not the true heir of the land, because I don't know what they thought this was, but I'm in my proper persona at all times, baby. Yes, I am. Sade Renee L is a loving mother. We the people. And again, I had did a video about this, but this is Wanell, Sister Wanell. Shout out to Sister Wanell Bay. She had wrote a letter stating how great of a mother I am. It is an honor to offer my recommendation to Sade Renee L, my friend who was in her proper status, a foreign national. She is a beautiful soul and truly loves to help others. She expressed to me that when her grandparents became ill with dementia, she took care of them. Her grandparents practically raised her. So as a way of showing gratitude, she also coached children's basketball for over 2 years. I volunteered to feed the homeless. Again, this is all proof. She knows this because you can go online and see pictures of me feeding the homeless. You can see pictures of me in a hospital with my grandmother, feeding her, taking care of her, bringing her back to health. Like, I got proof of all of this. You can ask all my coworkers about me being a great basketball children's coach. Again, I've worked with children all my life. I've never had a problem with working with children. Children love me. Okay. Why would I all of a sudden do something to my own? Make it make sense. Oh, because you're lying. Just a liar. Besides her positive energy and comedic personality. Oh, thank you. Sade is professional and dependable when it comes to her work life. She has worked in office management over 10 years for numerous Fortune 500 companies in San Francisco Financial District. Again, ask about me. Check my resume. I'm not making this up. I have, yes. Sade is a great person. And yes, I have wrote a book, Baby Kybalion. And yes, she even said about me self-delivering my baby, how Ashe was breastfed, how she was only eating fruits and vegetables. Again, witness affidavit, firsthand. They don't have nothing. They don't have a single witness to say, hey, I saw her abuse her baby. That, hey, who said, hey, I saw the baby was neglected. Nothing. They don't have one person, not one sentence, not one line. I got one nail, and she got this notarized. Chantel. I played sports with Chantel. Me and Chantel known each other since the 6th grade. My name is Chantel. I've known Sade for quite some time. She was the head coach and would bring in previous basketball players who played for them. My first impression of Sade is she's really fast on the court. But while we were playing, she would whisper tips and tricks on the court to me while we played. I thought it was really nice of her because she didn't have to, because Chantel was a beginner. Overall, it was friendly, competitive, but she had fun playing with me. Over the years of knowing Sade, she's always known me to be fun, insightful, and a really good person to be around. She said our conversations were always pleasant. When she found out that she was pregnant, that I was pregnant with baby Ashe, she was beyond excited for me. Yeah, she confirms that my daughter ate healthy and worked out when I was pregnant. She said I talked to her a few times about eating healthy and other things she was doing. Once baby Ashe was born, she delivered her all by herself. I was in total amazement that she did it all by herself. She was and still is a strong individual. Thank you, Chantel. So Chantel even can confirm I am a strong individual, all of the above. I'm a great mother. She said when she learned the news that my baby was ripped away from me, she was devastated. Not only devastated for my baby, but devastated for a mother who cared for her daughter. See, like you could tell, like, come on now, I'm not lying. I'm a great mother. I never neglected or abused my baby. Scrolling down, you can see this date and sign. She also had it notarized. Also, another church member of mine from, Calvary Apostolic, not Cornerstone Missionary Baptist Church. I don't know how I forgot that. I was going to that church for over 10 years. From Cornerstone Missionary Baptist Church, another member, I call her my auntie. She's like my auntie because she's been knowing me ever since I was a child. And yeah, so she wrote also a letter. I am writing this letter in good faith and goodwill to attest how Sade Renee L to attest how I know Sade Renee L on a personal level. I met this beautiful young lady in San Francisco. I'm an employee for SF Municipal Transportation. And she just goes, Sade is a herbalist. Baby Ashe is very healthy, happy, and safe in her mother's care. I respect and support Sade's decision for home birthing, and just verifies me in California and stuff like that. So she, she wrote some kind words for me. Again, nobody had to do that, but they knew. Like, a lot of people know, and it's unfortunate. Like, it's sad when I have to tell my friends and they're like, hey, how are you and the baby? I'm like, they're like, she's still getting kidnapped. I'm like, yeah. They're like, you still fight? I'm like, yeah. And then like they're in shock because, again, I'm such a great person. This never should have happened to me. Unfortunately, bad things sometimes happen to good people. Again, that's why I said I don't hate nobody. I just wanted to stop, and I just want my baby. Okay. And again, I don't want this to happen to another mother or any other mother. If you know the mother did not abuse or neglect her child, just give them back. Like, but to have the mother fight, go through this, go through that, do this, do that, it's mental warfare. Not everybody's strong, and it's would have broke a lot of people. I've heard stories about mothers who not only contemplated suicide, they actually committed suicide because of situations like this. So I'm grateful that I have enough strength, endurance, and power. And I know, when you stand behind the truth as well, you kind of like have a different outlook, because it's like, I know I did nothing wrong. I know I never was drinking and driving. I know I never abused or neglected my child. So I know in the long run, goodness will happen. I know that. I don't believe it. I know that to be true. And I had actually sent this out back 6/28. Like when she first got kidnapped, I had made this notice to public. It's actually a video on my YouTube about it. If you guys check out some, actually take that back, those 210 previous videos, but this was like one of my initial like letter to the publics as far as, hey guys, my daughter's been kidnapped. We the people, I need help. It's strength in numbers. I'm from the Bay Area. Our motto is to strength in numbers. So, and again, this never would have happened in California. I know too many people in California. Even the workers in California would have been like, Sade, we got Sade, baby. Nah, give it back. Sade. Come on, that's Sade. Come on now, Sade would never, like, no. My appellation hold a little weight in San Francisco, California. So this never would have happened. Las Vegas, they took advantage of me being a single and solo mother. That's all. They took advantage of me being a solo mother by myself with a newborn baby. And they said, oh, all right, easy target. That's literally all it was. But I've learned from it. I've definitely learned. I've learned a lot. This has done nothing but made me stronger, and some other things that I don't care to share. But it's done nothing but better me. Every day I'm getting better and better. I guarantee you that. So again, this is another affidavit that I had sent, a letter to the public, pretty much actually. Also included a few definitions as far as what abandonment actually means, what acquiescence means. Like, abandonment is actually the surrender, relinquishment, disclaimer, or seizure of property of your rights, voluntary relinquishment of all rights. Again, I've never abandoned. I don't consent to involuntary servitude. So for them to say I abandoned my baby, that is a complete lie. Acquiescence, that's failure to make any objections. That's what they have done. They have acquiescent because you didn't object. I said you are kidnapping my daughter and you didn't object. So now you kidnapped my daughter. You didn't object to it. You didn't say no, you didn't. So clearly you did. If somebody called me a liar, I'm gonna say no, I'm not no liar, because I know I'm not no liar. But if somebody called me a liar and I just walk away, I just proved that I was a fucking liar, right? Common sense, people. Discovery, something I never got. In general sense, the assertment of that which is previously unknown, the disclosure of coming to light of what was previously hidden. They should have discovered the fact that I never abused or neglected my daughter and gave her right back. But for some odd reason, Their discovery process is it has a delay, let's say. We're going on 2 years of a delay. And it's gotta stop. Bring my daughter. I want my daughter. Give my heir. She needs to be home with me right now, like yesterday. Like, I don't know what they thought this was. Like, it's about to get spunky, y'all. In a good way. And again, I'm not here to cause no violence. For the record, I am not here to cause, I am not here to physically harm anybody. That is not in my character. Okay. Karma is on my side. The ancestors got my back. The law, Jesus has my back, aka justice. That's an AKA. And again, just going through, just gave them some definitions because people like to act so stupid. And what does sui juris mean? Oh, what does that mean? Sui juris? Oh, okay. You don't know what sui juris means? It means of his own right, possessing full and social and civil rights, not under any legal disability. Okay. So since y'all want to act stupid, here goes some definitions for you. Excuse me. Kidnapping. Oh, your daughter was kidnapped. Your daughter was kidnapped. Yeah, she was kidnapped because child stealing statutes commonly provide a penalty for one who shall lead, take, entice, or detain a child. Like what? They've kidnapped my child at common law, the forcible abduction of stealing. My daughter's been kidnapped. And again, notice the principal is notice the agent, and notice the agent is notice the principal. Barbara's aware, Aaron's aware, Yolanda's aware, Joe Biden's aware, Carl's aware, Department of Human Justice, they're aware. So it looks like I got some follow-ups to do, y'all, huh? Yep, looks like I got a whole bunch of follow-ups to do. Uh-huh, sure does. And that's what I'm gonna do next. Follow-ups. But I got some other videos to do once again. So I'm about to that happened back in April. I gotta catch y'all up on everything because I did some appeals. I gotta catch you guys up on that. That'll be do that. Then I also have to show you the writs and the quo warrantos, the writ quo warrantos that was sent out in my back. Yo, I'm just stretching. Oh, do me some comedic yoga after I finish this. And eat me some food. I'm making Sunday dinner, y'all. Making some greens with some macaroni and cheese with some rice and some veggies, some more veggies. And I'm gonna save a plate for my daughter. Yep, because she's here with me in spirit, and she'll be home soon. So, Akuna Matata, y'all. Thank you for tuning into my video again. I'll be back with another video. Okay. And please like, share, subscribe. Energy, 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 energy. Leave a good comment. Hey, if you want to troll me, I don't care. Because y'all be trolling anyways. I don't care. Honestly, y'all trolling me is more energy out your day than it is for me. Because I don't care. Like, I'm so used to y'all. Y'all need to watch this movie. It's called The Most Hated Woman in America. That lady, they trolled her so bad. They used to send mail. They used to put shit in an envelope and mail it to her. And she found it absolutely hilarious. Like, she was like, oh, look at that was so clever type of situation. So honestly, y'all control all y'all want. I don't care. If that's what you want to spend your life trolling me because my daughter was kidnapped and I'm demanding my daughter back, and I'm not going to stop the fight to get my daughter back because y'all is fraud, because they were illegal and did hella unlawful shit, but y'all trolling me? Shouldn't you be trolling them for stealing my daughter? Anyways, so clearly y'all stupid. So if y'all want to troll, because y'all stupid anyways, because y'all trolling the wrong person. All right, that's all I have for now. Peace and love, Islam, energy, energy, energy. Free baby Ashe. Ashe will be home soon. So mo to be, mark my words. Peace.